Hey everybody, and welcome to the next map that I'm going to play, which is Mon Calamari Glacier. This is another map that is part of the Dark Times map pack. As you can see, map layout is very, very interesting. Somewhat reminiscent of a Kamino. There might even be a few Kamino assets used, but with these green lights, it actually does get, you know, a sort of taste and essence of its own. It's a little bright, sometimes a little difficult to see with the bloom. I guess you can turn bloom off in the options. Oh boy. Very interesting. We've of course seen also similar map layout with the Kashyyyk treetops. And again, the interesting thing that you have here is that unless you have something like a jetpack, it is sort of impossible to take over a CP at the opposite side of the map. So you're connected with these small bridges, so you always only have two options at a time of points to capture. Either you go left or you go right, but you can't really go to the other side. That does actually do two things. One, it focuses the battle in a more, or in a smaller point, but not to the point to where it becomes a choke point. And two, oh god, it does actually divide up the units to where there's always possibility to either flank, you know, counterattack, and create this natural tug of war effect. I think this actually works a lot better than the Kashyyyk treetops level. It's a bit safer. It's a bit more vanilla, the shape of the bridge construction, as you can see. But that's not a bad thing. Again, sometimes the safe assumption is the better one. Again, it might not be as exciting, but at least it works. I think it's better to be safe and it works than to be ambitious and then, unfortunately, the game does not know how to cope with it.
We've lost the command post. Fight for it.
And here you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So, we've been just on a roll of capturing command posts over and over and over again, and naturally the enemy force shifts to the left and are capturing points of their own because we cannot keep up. It is set up to a point where you can't really have your forces defend all points at once. And I didn't feel that was the case with, for example, the Kashyyyk treetops. That mostly was because of the layout. It was way more difficult to capture some points than others. And here, it's kind of vanilla. Oh god. Only the point at the bottom left is a little bit different, because you basically need to own the waypoint that the rebels now have. But we can counterattack from here. Yeah, look at that. Now, in terms of other settings of weather or day, time of day, all I saw was one where there was a little bit more snow. It was more like a blizzard. But the time of day was kind of the same, which is fine. Why not? Oh! Oh, this is not going bad. No, the moment I fell, I was like, well, that is over.
A command post is no longer under Empire control.
Look how difficult it is now for us to actually gain that back, despite we can attack them from two different sides. Yeah, no, okay. Viral Blade is not the way to go. all of those bright green lights actually also do mask the fact that this map is quite simple in what it offers in terms of like objects and props that are used.
A command post is under hostile control.
If you look at the platforms, there's not a whole lot of like unique items on there.
We've lost the command post. Fight for it.
Yeah, this is not good.
A command post for the Empire. We're losing reinforcements.
Mm-hmm. Come on, let's go forward.
They're trying to flank us.
With the most ideal unit to do close quarters combat, but whatever.
We've lost the command post. Fight for it.
I will probably say though that in terms of like the Dark Times map, this is, again, I like the map layout, but in terms of like aesthetics, again, it's very simple. It wears off quite quickly. At first you're like, ooh, it looks very pretty. And then you're like, nah, it's just gray platforms with green lights.
Under hostile control.
Like, I've seen more impressive examples, more detailed maps on there.
Good shot.
But this does well what it is meant to do. It's effective.
Our numbers are being depleted. Take out that turret.
What in God's name is that attack?
A command post is under Imperial control.
Can I like bake rebels while I'm flying above them? Yeah, I can. That's kind of interesting. Oh, well, let's be Boba again. Oh, no, that actually made me more vulnerable.
Is that all you've got? A command post for the Empire. Nothing can stop the Empire.
You have a flamethrower, I have a flamethrower too. Uh-oh. This is not good. I like my rebels crispy.
This job's finished. I'm out of here. A command post is under hostile control. Don't let Solo escape. Watch your flank.
It's not a whole lot to say about this, though. And it's simple. In terms of layout, again, we have seen this before in something like, for example, Kamino. I think one thing, though, that does make it a bit more interesting are these, like, igloo-shaped structures, making it a bit more difficult to capture because you actually need to get in there. However, once you're in there, though, you do have a lot of cover, so on the other hand, it can work in your favor. Can you kill Solo, dude? Come on. There we go. Oh, alright, we already won. Anyway, guys, if you want to download this, you can find the link to this map pack in the description down below. Don't forget to let me know any recommendations or requests of maps and mods you want to see. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.